Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while. And today's video I'm going to talk about my top 10 favorite stores. Now, I love stores, but I don't shop at them all the time. I only shop in them when I need to. And these are the ones that I go to quite a lot for certain things, like most of them are going to be craft stores because I do a lot of shopping for yarn and knitting supplies. But there are actually other stores that I like to go to besides just craft stores because like there's probably something I usually need, like more groceries, this or that, or clothes. So I'm gonna get started. So number one on my list should be Hobby Lobby. Now this is one of my all-time favorite stores. I've been going to before they closed, before the pandemic. I went to this store quite a lot because it was like one of the closest place for me to get knitting supplies, and it also saved me a lot of money because I used a lot of their coupons to save their money. And they have some really cute selections of yarn and like pretty great selections of yarn. I've used a lot of their yarns. They have like certain brands that I like. They have like a lot of the they have like a lot of local brands, like brands which are only Hobby Lobby brands, like Yarn Bee, which is a Hobby Lobby brand. They have Baby Bee Sweet Delight, which is also a Hobby Lobby brand, along with I Love This Yarn, which is another yarn company they have. So those are only sold at Hobby Lobby. And I really also just love that the people that work there are very helpful and nice. And I do have a review on Hobby Lobby, and I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it already. Number two on my list should be Joanne's. Now, this is another one of my favorite stores to go shopping at. I go to this store all of the time with my mom, and we shop for a lot of my knitting supplies there. Like, whenever we go shopping, I always have her pick out the yarn she likes. If I'm knitting her a snood or something, she always picks out the yarn, and this is like one of the easiest places to get to because it's close to where she works and stuff, and it's pretty good. And I love the fact that the people that work there are so nice, and it's really big there. And I do have I think I have a review on Joanne's, I'll link it down below if I find it. And number three on my list should be Michael's. Now this is another store I like to go to. This is another one of my favorite yarn stores. I like the stores because they also have a pretty good selection of yarn, and they also have a pretty good selection of like knitting needles, tapestry needles, and a lot of my knitting supplies as well. And they're super nice, and I used to spend a lot of my allowance there too when I was doing chores. And I do have a review on Michael's, which I made years ago, and I'll link that down below as well. Number four on my list would be Amazon. Now, I don't shop on Amazon all the time. I only shop when I really need something like yarn and stuff, or just in case I'm actually too lazy to go to a store. I really like this store because it's very convenient for me, because a lot of times there's knitting supplies I can't even find in the store or that I need, and like the certain yarn that I want, they sometimes don't always have the yarn that I want in like a lot of my favorite craft stores. So sometimes if I need to get yarn, or if I don't have enough time to go, I just order it from there. And I do have a review on Amazon, which I made years ago, and I'll link that down below as well. Number five on my list would be Bath and Body Works. Now, I love the store because they have so many great smelling scents in there. They always have great sales too. Like, they have like certain sales, like you can get a certain amount of supplies for this much and blah 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 blah. And it's a great store, and I love it. And I love the fact they always have like great scents and stuff, and popular scents that a lot of people love, and it's amazing. And I do have a review on Bath and Body Works, and I'll link that down below as well. Number six on my list would be Old Navy. Now, I loved Old Navy. It was another one of my favorite stores. The reason I loved that store so much was because I loved the fact that they have some really cute clothes there, and I used to shop there all the time. And fun fact, my sister actually used to work at Old Navy. Now she doesn't anymore, and we did get a good amount of things when she worked there and stuff, and the people that worked there were just really nice, and I liked the clothes. They had a lot of cute clothes there, and I used to get all of my school clothes from that store when I was a kid. Number seven on my list had to be Half Price Books. I love Half Price Books. This is another one of my favorite stores. I liked the I like their knitting section. They used to have a ton of knitting books at the half price books that I would go to because I really like the fact that they had like some really pretty, really not pretty, excuse me, amazing books. Like their knitting selection used to be huge. Now half price book. Yeah. Sorry, that was my mom. So the half price books that I went to was pretty small. I don't even know how big the half price books, the new half price books is, because the half price books I went to was in Todos Santos, but then they moved to the Veranda in California, and I don't know how big it is now because I haven't been in there in a while. But I remember the half price books we had in Todos Santos was really small. Well, it's a good store, and they have great books for a great price, and it was a great store for Josie and for those who don't know Josie, she's my best friend, and she loves books because this was her favorite store because she likes books. And I do have a review on half price books, and I'll link that down below as well. Number 8 on my list had to be Walmart. I love Walmart because they also have a good amount of knitting supplies. Well, actually not really a big selection like Hobby Lobby, Michaels, and Joanne's does, but it's pretty relevantly cheap, and the people that work there are super nice and helpful. Number 9 on my list had to be Walgreens. Now, I love Walgreens. I always go to this store because I have to refill like my senior disabled clipper card there because my senior disabled clipper card I always go there to refill my senior disabled clipper card and stuff, and they have a good amount of like gift cards and candy and stuff. I always get candy every time I go to that store. So they have a big selection of candy a lot, and I like that. Number 10 on my list had to be Target. Now, I love Target. Target's another one of my favorite stores because they have everything at a great price. The only thing I think that's kind of expensive there is their umbrellas. I actually went to go buy an umbrella one day because I had no umbrella at home. Umbrella to go out because I always had to borrow people's umbrellas and I hated doing that. So I went to try and go buy one at Target, but they were super expensive. So I think it depends on what they have there. They're like it's cheap or expensive, so it's in between cheap and expensive, but it's still a good store. Okay, so those are my top 10 favorite stores. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!